A new year has come. It is 2026, the year of the freaking horse, and no more healing. We are out of our healing era. Know who I am. My name is Fernanda. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing all the things we need to do to rebrand for 2026. If you don't already know, 2026 is the year of the freaking horse. It means bold, it means movement, it means action, it means going for the thing that you freaking want. And my word of the year is discipline. Not only discipline, but discipline through the lens of devotion. If you're confused on what that concept means, head over to my podcast channel because it's all we've been talking about these days. My podcast is A Better You. If you haven't already listened to it, it's my baby. It really is, honestly. We just came out with a guided journal. That's not what this video is about today. Today, we are doing the official rebrand. Now, I know I'm a little bit late to it. I know. I should have probably done this at the end of December, but let's be so for real. December is for family, it's for friends, it's for closing work, it is for celebrating the new year, for reflecting, for actually thinking about what the next year is going to be for us. And I spent all of that time doing the journaling, doing the inner work, planning out my photos. I didn't just want to throw a vision board together that I was going to forget next month. I actually wanted to take the lessons with me and actually think about what it is that I truly want for this year. Now, in today's video, we are going to be making a vision board, but we're also going to be doing something a little bit different. I want to bring back the lifebinder. I went through Pinterest for so long, I literally saved 300 photos. Now let me tell you, this isn't the most ideal thing to do because after 300 photos, I had to actually narrow them down because 300 photos aren't fitting on your vision board. So I narrowed those pictures down. I put them on a Canva document and then I went to go get them printed. After I got my pictures printed, I cut them all out and here we have all of my photos. I went to Michael's and I picked up a blank canvas for my vision board. I really like this size. It's not too big, it's not too small. We've got to put all these pictures onto this vision board and then put this vision board in a place that we will always be reminded of. I want it in my room, I want it front and center. I want to not be able to forget what the hell is on this vision board so that the things actually get done. Okay, you guys, the vision board is finally complete. I don't know if I want to really go through it all. I feel like in past years, I've shown you guys my entire vision board, but I'm like, is it bad luck or is it good luck? On one hand, I'm like, if I show you guys, then I'm held accountable to do it. But if I show you guys, y'all might be giving me evil eye. I don't know. One of the biggest lessons that I feel like I've been learning throughout the past few years is that at times I placed my career and my public persona as my entire life. That was my only priority and that's what felt like me. But that causes the issue of if your career is ever at a dip, it can cause you to feel really bad about yourself because you're putting so much of your worth into that, especially in a career like social media that is so unpredictable. It can be very unhealthy. And I realized that every single year I've just been making my vision board about all of these amazing goals I want to accomplish and like my growth and upwards trajectory. And although that has been good, as I just said, there were some flaws in that system for me. So basically 6 months ago in 2025, when I was kind of in my healing era, I decided to make 2 vision boards. And again, I have a video on this. I'm really proud of it. So if you want to watch that video as well, definitely watch that. And I talk about both of these boards in depth. But basically I made one for my outer self, my outer persona, my career, my job, basically me when I want to be seen. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of forward momentum. It's just me on the red carpet, you know, me in the scene. And then I also made a vision board for my inner self, which is something that I hadn't done before, but it was a board to remind me that like I am enough, even when I'm not producing, even when I'm not doing my career, like me just literally touching water, touching grass, feeling happy, feeling joyous, feeling relaxed, feeling peaceful, feeling in my feminine. Like this is just as important to me. Honestly, these vision boards mean a lot to me because of that story behind it. But my goal for 2026 this year is to actually have a more integrated vision board. I don't want to be one thing or the other. I don't want to just grind and have this discipline mentality. And I don't also want to just be floating and thinking that touching grass is enough. So this year for 2026, this is my integrated board. We've got a lot of career goals and kind of big flashy moments on this corner. And then on this corner, we've got a whole lot of life. I have a lot of messages saying to myself that like, I want to be disciplined, I want to post, I want to be a founder, I want to reach these milestones, and I want to be consistent. But at the same time, to consume less and create more, to just be creative because it's like actually something that is self-expression in my eyes, not just like a job. I've got the 1 million plaque because I really want to hit 1 mil on my podcast channel. I've got some fun events, sales going up on Shopify, manifesting money, manifesting brand deals, cocktails, red carpets, maybe doing like podcasts with guests, speaking on like forums or panels, book signings, just things like that. I feel like a quote that is really resonating with me is the true entrepreneur is a doer, not a dreamer. So I don't just want to talk about these things, I want to actually get them done. On the other hand, my whole other side of the board, it kind of goes like this, honestly. So this part of the board is a lot of routine. I want to romanticize the process, not just the outcome. So I've got a lot of photos of me getting good sleep, of me stretching, of me drinking water, of me cleaning, of me reading, working out. I put a lot of yoga pictures because I'm getting yoga certified this year. I'm also doing a lot of traveling this year to like Brazil, Bali, maybe some New York. I've got some pictures of a new apartment. I've got some pictures of going to Wimbledon. That could be fun. F1, private jet or first class could be really cool since I've never done that before. I've got a lot of pictures of like girls doing the splits, doing Pilates, being in their feminine. We got some princess dreaming over here. She has a charming nature, rather whimsical and even sensual. And then there's like a girl laying in the grass and I'm just like, that is the wavelength I'm trying to be on. I even got a little quote here that says sober is sexy because we're trying to drink less this year. And also one that says everything is romantic because we wanna live in a life full of beauty and romance. Have fun, look hot, just make it exist first. You can make it good later. Enjoy being while becoming. Create the things you wish existed. Coachella. You get the point. A girl being in the middle of flowers. This is my vibe for 2026. And to give you guys, again, a little mini reflection, even though I talk about it a lot on my podcast, 2026 for me is the year of doing the damn thing. I don't just want to talk about my goals. I don't want to be in a healing era. I want to actually do. I want to execute. I want to say what I mean and do what I say. Last year I was in a very transitional period and I kept saying this to myself. Like I was very conscious of this period. I was like, I feel like I'm not in my old life, but I'm not in my new life yet. And I feel like this weird, I don't know what's happening era. And now 100% I'm feeling like, okay, we're in the new era now. And since we're in the new era, I don't want to stay stagnant. I don't want to stay in that confused era. I want to evolve. I want to change and I want to embrace change. I want to prioritize myself. I want to do what's going to benefit my career. And the fact, guys, that I just turned 24, I'm going to be turning 25, is giving me not a quarter life crisis, but a little bit of like a, okay, we're gearing up to, you know, be in like real adulthood. I mean, obviously I've been an adult for a long time, but something about 25 just feels like way more of an adult than like 20 or 21 or 22. So I'm kind of just like, ugh, what a nightmare, guys. I literally don't get me started on it because I'm gonna like freak out. But like now my 5-year plan is like 27, 28, 29. Like it's just like, holy shit, this is real. So that's the goal for this year. Now that the vision board is done, it is time to start our 2026 life binder. Here is my 2024 life binder. I actually have a whole YouTube video on this if you want to check it out, but I basically made my vision board on here and I divided my life into different categories. We had mentality, lifestyle, career, physical self, and spirituality. In each category, I had made my own vision board with its own goals. I even added affirmations. This binder is filled with a lot of love, creativity, and intention, but I'm not gonna lie, it did stay a little bit hidden. But over the past year, I've been actually trying and like implementing different structures, and something that really works for me is a habit tracker and thinking about my goals in mini sprints. You know, it is easy to make a vision board for the entire year, but sometimes you get ahead of yourself and then it's like you forget about your vision board 2 months later. So instead, we are going to be doing a different version of the vision board where we're making a habit tracker and we are planning actually each month. I feel like it is so much easier to actually get things done when you're thinking in smaller periods of time. For me specifically, these periods are usually before a trip. For example, you guys, I'm going to Brazil next month. If you're from Brazil, leave a comment down below. And I'm also moving, guys. So much news happening, okay? Because I'm moving and I'm going to Brazil next month and I've got all this stuff with a Better You in the journal launch. This month for me is about putting my head down and working. It is about doing the damn thing, creating the content, editing the content, executing. And so even though on my vision board, I have photos of like events and traveling to different countries and like all this stuff, really, I just need a clearer, smaller vision of just what this month is gonna look like for me. Hopefully this lighting isn't insane, but this is what the finished life binder looks like. This is gonna be the cover of like the first few months, and I only made it 2 months worth of habit trackers just because, you know, we start small and we'll adjust as the months go on. And if you make your own life binder, you can like add whatever you want to it, like little pamphlets or little pages with like books you want to read. It can almost be like a commonplace journal, but like a commonplace binder. I just made my January tracker, so I wrote down the days left in January. So I made this on January 19th. So this is till the end of January, and I have things like workout, yoga, 30-minute walk, computer work, creative work, whatever. And then I have some things that I want to do before the month ends. And then I added some photos that kind of symbolize what January is to me. And then I did the same exact thing for February with the pictures at the top, but I haven't actually done the habit tracker for February just because we ain't even in that timeline yet. I definitely think that the habit trackers are really helpful for me. And then I just added some of the pages that were in my old life binder, like the affirmations page, as well as the vibration chart. And I also have this little chart that talks about like chakras and like what's good for your chakras. But this is going to be my life binder where I do my habit trackers. Other than this, since we're kind of talking about like journals and like, I don't know, trackers, I always love keeping a leather brown journal with me that is just lined, and it kind of is like my everyday journal where I write about what's going on in my life, my feelings, the things that are just happening, like everyday things I'm learning. If I want to do some research, sometimes even when I want to plan like a podcast episode, I put it in here. So this kind of goes hand in hand with this. And then I've got my A Better You daily guided journal. This is morning and night prompts. As you can see here, it is currently sold out on fernandaramirez.com, but we are going to be adding more hopefully soon. I'm just getting some things sorted with the trademarks and taxes and like all this kind of stuff that happens when you are trying to sell a product. But keep your eyes peeled for when this goes back on sale so you guys can match me with the same journal and kind of have this a part of your little ecosystem. The other thing I did to prepare for 2026 was head to Chapters and pick up a new agenda. Now, it is so hard for me to figure out what kind of organization structure is best for me, but I really think I'm a more visual person, so having a big calendar like this is honestly what I needed. This is a 12-month planner with weekly planning, monthly overviews, double-sided interior pockets, tab dividers, a sticker sheet, and I'm so excited to use it. I feel like you guys would expect me to get like pink or something, and to be honest, this isn't my favorite agenda, but I just need something that works. Apart from all of that, I did a deep clean of my apartment. And I'm also going to do a glow up routine. Now, I just posted a glow up routine on my YouTube, so definitely check that one if you haven't already. I talk about all my different routines in terms of hair care, makeup, skincare, like beauty, fashion, all those things. But I'm definitely going to get my nails done again. And I'm just starting to work out and like drink water and like do all those things so that next month is very successful for me. As you just saw, we just did all the planning. We literally made the vision board. We made the life binder. I've literally brought it here with me. It's in the back of my car. Now, all for one, do you notice anything different about me? I got lash extensions. First, let me tell you about the nails I got. And then I got my lashes done. I look a little bit grim right now, but I got my lashes done a few days later. I was gonna get a spray tan because that always makes me feel good, but I got laser hair removal instead, and you can't get a spray tan after laser hair removal. And I didn't vlog that. But anyways, those were my little appointments for January. And now I'm driving it because I have some appointments to get to. So this is kind of just like a little added vlog section of getting my life back together. We're currently going to the bank. I need to get a new credit card. And I also want to go to a coffee shop and get some work done. I really want to get caffeinated. I'm so tired. I feel so weak right now. I might see my friend Myella and then we'll do like work together at a coffee shop. But yeah, I honestly was trying to think of more things that I could add to this video as a part of like a glow up, getting my life back together. But to be honest, I've been doing a lot of glow up things. I mentioned in my last video that I'm in the process of moving. So it's honestly just got boxes everywhere. I need to order some boxes on like Amazon and stuff. Other than that, I guess we can do a little life update since we're here. I have 2 more weeks of February. Those 2 weeks are going to be me packing up my apartment, and I don't have a place yet. I don't know what I'm doing for after February ends. I might just go back like home to like my parents' house because I'll be traveling for like basically all of February. I've got a Whistler brand trip at the beginning of February. Maybe I could do some shopping for some things I need in Whistler. And then I go to Brazil for Carnival. So actually what I should do, maybe we could do that today. That's a part of the prep. I need to find an Airbnb and a hotel. Okay, I literally just went to the bank and they weren't even able to help me. I need to call them. So instead, I came to Myella's house and I'm gonna pick her up and we're gonna go to a coffee shop together. Oh my god, you scared me.
Hello, Queen.
Hello.
Oh, my little spooky girl.
You scared me.
Oh. Hello, family.
Oh, you look so cute.
Oh, thanks. You look
I'm
so pretty.
I'm so tired.
Don't you love them eyelash extensions?
I like it.
I like them.
That afternoon, I caught up on some admin work and just made sure that all my days are planned accordingly, that all my emails were answered, and all work was done.
Good morning, you guys. It's one of my last mornings in this apartment.
Holy Grail serum. I got the cutest new set from Aloe and I've been so excited to wear it, so today is finally that day. This morning I was heading over to a new Pilates studio called Tunnel Pilates. I've really been in my fitness era and I've been posting a lot of short form content, so if you want to see more of this, definitely head to my Instagram and TikTok. After my workout was done, I got an iced strawberry matcha latte at a coffee shop called Saunter Coffee in Gastown. I did some journaling and you guys are basically caught up to date. I'm gonna end this video off here, but I hope you guys enjoyed it and I'll catch you in my next one.